Hello potatoes, Spin Leak here with another episode of Leaky Thoughts. So I've been powering through Dark Souls 3 and I've kept my cool up until I tried my hand at Archdragon Peak. My trouble started with the Serpent Man and the Ancient Wyvern sent me into hours of yelling and profanity until I made my way to a dark room and slipped off a cliff. Yeah, wasn't going so well. It was at this point that I decided I needed a break, but it got me thinking about why I play the only game that infuriates me, and I think I figured out why. Here's my leaky thoughts on challenges. Now, difficulty is the main selling point of From Software games, and we've all tried our hands at one of them at least. Even if you haven't, then you still know the feeling of bubbling rage that comes into existence when you constantly fail at the same task over and over. For me, it's the Archers of Anor Londo in the first Dark Souls game. In fact, I was stuck on them for over a year. I don't really want to admit this, but it happens. Um, I tried builds, I tried tactics, I tried everything I possibly could. I sniped them for hours and hours, but my arrows had no effect. The only thing I ever ended up doing was burning through time and precious souls. I actually dropped the game uh, for a few months after that happened. Uh, Enough about that for now, because it's starting to really stress me out. I'm thinking about it. I'm having flashbacks. It was not fun. Let's focus on what challenge is. In this case, a challenge would be a difficulty of overcoming an obstacle. Why attempt to overcome something that always defeats you? Well, it could be because of desire to improve oneself, or maybe the obstacle stands between you and something you want. Whatever the reason, we continue to attempt to do something difficult to push ourselves forward in an attempt to reach our goals. At this point, I've put a good few questions in your head, so consider this. The goals may be different, but our reasons for undertaking a challenge are the same. That's a confusing and repetitive way to put it, so let's just say that our goals are what we hope to achieve and our reasons are why we continue to try to overcome an obstacle. In my case, the goal was to pass the archers and reach the next bonfire, but my reason for continuing to bash my head against this ridiculous obstacle, if you play the first Dark Souls, you know, was it had in fact become personal. And this holds true no matter what you play or what's going on. Once you fail enough times, it does become personal. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter if, it's just a small game or anything like that. It does, in fact, become personal. And you know this. You've had that feeling. I couldn't take the thought of those archers constantly beating me without some sort of retaliation on my end. They won in the end, and it wasn't until months after giving up that I picked up the game to show a friend and accidentally beat the archers, but my controller died shortly after, and I walked over the edge of a platform to my death. Yeah. Not my best moment, but I took it as a win. Though I never beat the game and can't play it anymore, the sense of accomplishment I felt is irreplaceable. Maybe that's my goal when I take on these challenges. Could it be that I feel that accomplishment again, or that I at least want to whenever I do this? Yeah, I've lost my cool when my back was against the wall, but I lost my mind every time I succeeded. When me and Sigurd fought Yorm in the Dark Souls 3, I was pumped and sad because, what he said to his old friend is the last thing I'll ever hear from him until I play New Game Plus. When he died, I grabbed his gear and destroyed Yorm, but let me tell you, I lost anything close to a mind I had. I think he even yelled something along the lines of, I'm Odin, and let it be known that today was your last breath of Ragnarok. Moving along. It's not about how you achieve your goals, it's about making it happen. This isn't just in games, but also in real life. You don't need to slay withered souls of mad gods to overcome an amazing obstacle. All it takes is dedication to something you want. Get up no matter how many times you're knocked down, bite the bullet, learn from your mistakes. So, go ahead and tell me about an obstacle or two that you've overcome in the comments down below. In game and in real life, it doesn't matter. I want to hear both, either or. I'm just curious to know. On top of this, what do you think about this segment of Leaky Thoughts? What can I do to improve it? And yeah, I've been thinking about background music, but it's hard to find something that's not completely and totally, covered by some sort of company or some specific person that makes profit off of this, so copyright's a bitch. If you have any ideas for future episodes of Leaky Thoughts, also drop that in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and keep on keeping on.